When the facts bend reality, this is beyond plausible.
At the average depth of the Pacific Ocean, a bizarre creature lurks, more ferocious and seemingly mythical than its name suggests. This fish has an impressive head, with a huge mouth resembling an umbrella and a fierce temperament, challenging all your understanding of a fish. This fearsome little deep-sea creature is about to challenge your perception and take you on a journey to explore one of nature's strangest evolutionary experiments. The fringe-head, wide-mouthed fish, or alien fish, is called sarcastic fringe-head in English and has the scientific name Neoclinus blanchardi. This small but aggressive saltwater fish is found along the Pacific coast of North America. From San Francisco, California all the way to Baja California in Mexico, these tiny creatures live in shallow continental waters. Now, you might wonder, what does the name sarcastic fringehead mean? Perhaps the name comes from the fringe-like appendages, resembling fringes above their eyes. Some believe it's due to their grumpy expression when their mouth is closed. Sarcassi. Either way, it's a name that perfectly captures the fish. The fringehead can grow up to 30 centimeters long, with a face that looks like it was created by a mad scientist with a sense of humor. This strange fish has a long, slender body, usually gray-brown, interspersed with patches of red or green. But what catches your attention isn't their body, but that face. The most prominent feature of the fringehead is its disproportionately large mouth. When closed, it doesn't look too unusual. But when this fish opens its mouth wide, it resembles an alien monster flaring its lips. The jaw extends back past the eyes, and the mouth can expand to 4 times its closed size. Inside, you'll see rows of needle-sharp teeth and a richly colored oral cavity, ranging from bright orange to blue. Above the eyes, they have fringes as per the name, soft, wavy appendages that give the fish a perpetually surprised look. It's as if Mother Nature decided to cram every weird feature she could think of into one fish, just to see what would happen. Now that we have a basic picture of our special protagonist, let's talk about where they live. The fringehead doesn't have a specific nesting form or a preferred spot on coral reefs. Instead, these resourceful little fish make homes in any suitable shelter they can find on the ocean floor. Their ideal home could be an empty seashell, an abandoned burrow, or a cozy crevice in a rock. But here's the interesting part. In areas with human activity, fringeheads can utilize all sorts of discarded artificial materials for shelter, from bottles, cans, or even old shoes. However, these homes aren't just for shelter. They're valuable assets that male fish will fiercely defend. This brings us to one of the most fascinating aspects of the fringehead, their aggressive territorial behavior. Get off my territory. They are notorious for their extreme ferocity in defending their territory. First comes the warning. The fringehead opens its enormous mouth as wide as possible, revealing rows of sharp teeth and bright colors inside. If the intruder ignores the threatening gesture and refuses to retreat, things can quickly escalate into a confrontation. At this point, the wild nature of those involved reaches its climax. When 2 aggressive males enter a territorial dispute, they engage in one of the strangest forms of combat in the animal kingdom. These fish hunt, bite, chase, or use their fins to strike each other. This fierce clash is fought by kissing. But what they actually do is even stranger. The 2 opponents approach each other. Both open their mouths as wide as possible. The battle proceeds neither quickly nor slowly. The fringe heads press their open mouths against each other. Each tries to bite and envelop the other's jaw. The fish with the larger mouth is usually the winner, because it can literally cover the opponent's head. Why do they fight this way? It's all about size. By comparing mouth size, the bowhead fish can quickly determine which is the larger fish without the risk of injury in a more explosive physical fight. So why do such confrontations occur? It all stems from love, or at least the continuation of the fish species. For male bowhead fish, having a large nest is key to attracting mates. The females of this species are very selective when choosing partners. They are not impressed by flashy colors or graceful dance moves. What a female fish is looking for is a male with a good home. The better the shelter, the more attractive the male becomes. When the female finds a male with a suitable home, she will lay her eggs in his place. Then, the male fertilizes the eggs and takes on the role of a single father, fiercely protecting the eggs until they hatch. This is why males are so aggressive in defending their territory. A good home is not just a place to live. It's their canvas to pass on their genes. Now, you might be wondering about that ridiculous mouth? Well, that's when the fascinating world of evolution comes in. The oversized mouth of the bowhead fish is a classic example of sexual selection. In many species, males develop exaggerated traits to attract mates or compete with other males. Think of a peacock's tail or a deer's antlers. For bowhead fish, everything revolves around the mouth. Over countless generations, the females of this species showed preference for males with larger. But why is that? Because a larger mouth means that male is a better fighter and will protect the eggs better. Males with larger mouths are more likely to protect the eggs. But why does a larger mouth mean the male is a better fighter? Bowhead fish are more likely to successfully defend their nest and help their offspring survive. Over time, this leads to the evolution of the comically large mouths we see today. But this supersized mouth comes with a trade-off. Although great for fighting and impressing the ladies, it's not great for eating. Bowhead fish actually have more difficulty feeding than their smaller mouthed relatives. The fish cannot generate the necessary suction to swallow small prey like other fish. Instead, they have to rely on ambush tactics. It knocks out from its hiding place to stash meals that happen to. This shows that in essence, sometimes a tug of appearance is more important than practicality. But it seems the fringed head fish are not satisfied with just having a big mouth. They also have a few more tricks up their scales. First, let's talk about the fringes. Cirri is the preferred scientific term for the pleated fringes above their eyes. This part is not just for display. They are filled with sensory cells that help the fish detect movement in the water. Next is the ability to change color. Although not as impressive as chameleons, fringed headfish can adjust their color to blend in with their surroundings. This helps them ambush prey and avoid predators. It's like having a natural camouflage suit. And another interesting thing about this fish that we can see right away. Inside the mouth of the fringed headfish is not only brightly colored under ultraviolet light, but their yellow mouth fringe also glows brightly. Scientists believe this may play a role in their mating displays, adding an extra element of awe to their already impressive gaping. After mentioning the flashy features, let's delve into the daily life of this special fish. Despite their fierce reputation, these fringed headfish often spend most of their time just relaxing in their homes, waiting for food to pass by. They are ambush predators, relying on surprise and speed to catch prey.
The diet of this fish mainly consists of small crustaceans.
But fringed headfish are not picky eaters. Anything that can fit into their mouths and happens to swim by can become a meal. Interestingly, during squid spawning season, fringed headfish have been observed devouring squid eggs. When they venture out of their hiding places, they move in short bursts at extremely fast speeds,
Fringed headfish are not evolved for long-distance swimming,
preferring to stick close to their hiding spots. You might think that
such a strange small fish species typically doesn't have much,
but you'd be wrong. Fringed headfish have become quite famous among divers and marine biologists.
First, they don't hesitate to stand up against humans. Divers who accidentally or intentionally come too close
to a fringed headfish's home may find themselves facing a very angry fish. Although they cannot cause any real harm to humans,
the aggressive behavior and eyeing attempts of this species
can shock and surprise the higher species that dominates the planet. There have been reports of fringed headfish damaging diving suits with their sharp teeth. But everything they do has only one purpose, which is to protect their territory.
This fish species' ability to adapt to objects
discarded by humans
has provided scientists with valuable insights
into how marine life copes with pollution. In some areas, researchers have found
fringed headfish living in various discarded items,
from plastic cups to straws. These adaptive abilities can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it shows the fish's resilience to human impacts on their environment.
On the other hand, it highlights the extent of marine pollution
and the effects of waste on marine life. So, what does the future hold for the fringed headfish?
The good news is that currently they're not considered endangered.
The population of this species appears stable, and their adaptability has greatly helped them cope with environmental changes. However, like all marine creatures, they face challenges from ocean pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction. The very adaptability that allows them to nest in human discarded objects
also puts the fish at risk of ingesting microplastics
or being exposed to toxic chemicals. Interestingly, the behaviors and appearance of this ironically unique fringed headfish in some areas.
The alien-like appearance when the fish opens its mouth
has captured human imagination, helping draw attention to the strange and wonderful creatures living in our oceans. From the comically wide mouth to the strange combat fish chamber,
from their adaptability to their harsh water nature,
fringed headfish are evidence of the incredible diversity of life in our oceans. They remind us that nature often challenges human imagination, creating creatures that seem too bizarre, but are completely real. They show us that even the
smallest, most humble animals can have complex behavior
and fascinating adaptive abilities.
Moreover, the story of fringed headfish is a story
of survival and adaptation. In a changing world, these fish have found ways to thrive, turning human waste
into habitats and developing extreme characteristics
to gain evolutionary advantage. So next time you're at the beach,
looking out at the tidal zone or watching a nature documentary,
remember these unique fringed headfish beneath the waves. There are bizarre bottom-dwelling fish. There are creatures with lives full of drama, competition, and wonder. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be lucky
enough to see the impressive fringed headfish with your own eyes.
Just remember, keep your distance from them, unless you want to risk facing one of the ocean's most aggressive inhabitants. And leave your thoughts about this lovely creature
in the comment section.
Curious? Subscribe and step through the next anomaly.